I wouldn't have guessed we'd become such fast friends, Hunter, but I welcome your company.
Hey, Hunter. Starting spoil extraction process. These should definitely give you an edge.
We'll get started right away. I'm happy to help, Hunter.
I should have guessed.
Guessed what?
That you wanted to show me another movie.
Not just another movie, my favorite movie. It's something I make all my friends watch with me.
We are friends now?
Well, I mean, I think you can be cool when you want to be.
I am cool.
For a 300-year-old artifact, you're getting there.
Why is she wearing that hideous red dress?
You're tearing me apart, Hunter. Pay attention.
It is a bit difficult. This movie is rather terrible.
It's called Camp, Hunter. It's supposed to be a little bad, but in a good way. Besides, it's a cult classic. Kind of like you.
I will try and take that as a compliment.
You're really starting to fit in with the rest of us, you know? We might just make a midnight sun out of you yet.
Where in the hell are you, Blaze? Any new leads? Beginning decryption sequence. Want to read something that'll make you weep? Take a look at this. Pick a bad guy. Any bad guy. Stay out of trouble.
Hey there.
Let's see if you're as good as they say.
Let's do this. Caretaker said I need to be a team player, so I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
Let's see him try to handle me now. Awesome! Can't wait to see how this goes down.
Don't tell anyone else I'm taking some time off, all right?
All right then. Practice makes perfect. Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way. See you around.
Well, I'm going to be sore.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Where in the hell are you, Blaze?
There you are, Hunter. Please join me when you have a moment. I insist.
We've located a Hydra agent with an unusually high gamma signature, probably from working in close proximity to their recent experiment.
That's still the prize.
If we can capture that agent, we might gain some insight into Hydra's plans.
I'm all over it. Hail that!
This should be good. I'll give it a whirl. Run along now, you're outmatched.
Now's your chance. Take them into custody before they can regain their bearings. Excellent work. But I doubt Hydra will let you walk off with their agents so easily. Stay alert. We need to take care of the rest of these thugs. Don't hold back.
You asked for it.
They're trying to flank!
Dodge this.
Coward would hide. I'm still standing. For Hydra! We have to do better than that.
You ready for the counter?
Your sacrifice will be remembered.
Still looking at me. for Hydra. Hope they're ready.
That wasn't bad.
I don't think they even realize the trouble they're in. Target confirmed.
Leave some for the rest of us. Possibly match your strength. Fear undoing.
Wow, I thought this was... Don't leave me alone out here.
This should help.
You don't see me running.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
Let's try this.
I am impressed.
I mean, did you really expect to win?
Let's try this again.
Now that was something. I see not much has changed among the world's fanatics.
That's something.
Might have pushed it too far.
saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Going for it.
Nice work.
Looks like you've got the agent in custody. Better clear out before Hydra sends a search party.
Heading to book club. Are you?
I like this book, but I can't explain why. Maybe I'll figure it out as we discuss it.
I should not be this nervous about what you all thought of the book. Even the best translations from Kree lose subtext.
Everyone, I'm good if you are.
I am ready.
Carol, this was your book, so you can start.
I'll throw it back to you. What did you think of the book?
I had a rough time with it.
You didn't like it?
Didn't say that. At first I spent more time referencing the glossary than reading the book.
Sounds familiar. What changed?
I noticed a kind of rhythm to the words. I began to see them as lyrics to a song. All that dry talk faded and it finally came together. The lyrics made it feel much bigger than a chapter on Kree farming implements.
This book was about much more than farming.
Exactly. The rhythm to it helped paint a bigger picture. Once I caught on, I kept reading and didn't rely on the glossary. I picked everything up from context. That's when I realized none of this was about farming. I'm surprised how much stuck with me, despite some concepts being legit alien to me.
Agreed. For me, the rhythm wasn't lyrics. It was more like the book was written to a cadence.
That's why I had you read it on your Spark. The mnemonic lexicon won't work with a hard copy.
The what now?
An ancient Kree technique. It helps you remember text that would otherwise be considered... There's no Kree word for stuffy, but essentially that. But all that's packaging. Let's get into the book itself. Hunter, did you figure out what the bloom and the harvest represent?
The bloom represents the range of a fortress. The harvest happens when enemies enter that range.
That's one vital part. You're right, the bloom can represent overlapping fields of fire, but it's more than one concept. At the time of the book's writing, the Kree cared most about integrating captured territory while still expanding their empire. Conquered worlds came with people. Rather than treat them as prisoners, the Kree provided them with most benefits enjoyed by Kree citizens. This period is known as the cultivation.
So the bloom was when they gained full citizenship under their conquerors.
No, it's when the world requested it. As long as they could feed themselves with Kree farming techniques and defend their world with Kree defenses, the request was granted with few exceptions.
So what's the harvest?
As part of the service required by the Empire, many of these new citizens began the cultivation of freshly conquered worlds.
So they were living examples. Show the newly conquered what they could achieve if they went along with the Empire.
That's also how vampires work.
Carol, I think I pieced together the Kree strategy.
Do tell.
It's all tied to agriculture. Every soldier knows you can't fight if you can't eat, but they applied this to their expansion. Till the field, sow the seed, pull the weed, reap the crop. It means the Kree wouldn't advance until the territory they took was secure and productive.
If your enemy knows how you will act, they can prepare.
Certainly, for other spacefaring empires. But most worlds had no idea the Kree existed until the invasion was underway. But the Kree expansion had momentum. They could afford to push harder because their whole weight was behind the advance. Unless a world could push just as hard, it would eventually fall under Kree control. Carol, how was that?
Close enough to impress me. The strategy in Volume 32 wasn't perfect, but it worked out for the Kree far more often than it failed.
What happened when it failed?
That's covered in Volume 33.
And that's book club. Steve, you're up next. What's your book?
The Mantle of Authority, by General Chester Phillips.
Is this the one you keep saying I should read?
The very same. Now you have to. It's book club.
Before I forget,
I hope you enjoy the book I chose.
Why do you say that?
It's about people who weren't around until after your death. But I'm sure you'll figure out the context.
So why choose this book?
Volume 30 was way too spicy for this crowd.
Go on.
I'm kidding. It's relevant to what we're facing today. Hydra, the Lilin, your mom, they seem to have the upper hand all over the world.
I thought the Kree always won.
No, that's what the Kree convinced everyone to believe. We haven't lost until we start believing their propaganda. And that's how we defeat our enemy. As long as we're still standing, they're gonna fall.
Okay, just between us, Carol's book was extremely weird, right?
I learned a thing or two.
What, how to grow turnips on the moon?
That is harsh.
I didn't think it was that bad. But interstellar agriculture as a metaphor for planetary conquest, not what I expected.
You should be honest with Carol.
I'm always honest with Carol. But if I tell her it was a weird book, I'll sound like I don't know much about her adopted culture.
And how is that bad? You do not know, so this is the perfect opportunity to ask.
Good point. All right, I'll do it. Thanks, Hunter.
Good luck.
You calling it?
I am taking off.
Later, then. Carol, I had some more thoughts on the book.
You do? You must have really liked it.
Hunter, hello.
We left a lot of Hydra agents.
What do you think of Logan?
It's good to have him here again. He's always been a trusted friend.
I can see that. He seems to be a man of good character, despite the claws.
Always thought his claws were his best feature. They protected us, Agatha and I. Could even say they saved our lives. It must have been, what, 1985? 84? I remember because Agatha crimped her hair and shoulder pads had cast some strange spell over my wardrobe. We looked quite ridiculous, but we were happy. Well, happy until a rather disturbed coven of witches by the name of the Salem Seven invaded our home.
That must have been terrifying.
It was. But what was even worse was that they were Agatha's own grandchildren by her son Nicholas Scratch.
They tried to kidnap their grandmother?
They felt she had betrayed which kind by choosing to live among humans, and came to drag her back to New Salem by force. Logan was staying with us when they invaded our home. He hid us in a secret passage and refused to tell them where we were. He kept our secret and fought them off long enough for Agatha to invoke a banishing spell. Without him, they would have surely kidnapped her, or maybe worse.
If it came down to it, I am sure you would have prevented Agatha from being taken.
I'm not so sure about that. 7 witches are a lot to fend off. I would have been outnumbered, just like I am now. Speaking of dysfunctional dynamics, I do trust you, you know, even though I don't always show it.
I know.
Even though you don't always show it?
Something like that.
Common ground. Who would have thought?
Oh, you are gonna love this.
We'll get started right away.
Hey, Hunter. Good. I need something to do. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
How goes it, Hunter? Or is it the Hunter?
Thanks, Hunter.
Here's a weird question. Do you, consider yourself to be a goth?
What is a goth?
It's a 20th century music and fashion subculture. Kinda hard to explain, but it's people who appreciate what others would see as dark or macabre.
Like people who enjoy horror novels and films, and the sad, whiny music you and Magic listen to?
I feel called out. Figured since your mom is the mother of demons and all, you might, identify with being goth too.
No. I wish to be my own person, separate from Mom.
I don't blame you. Not wanting to be like your parents is still a little goth, though.
Or is it a little like you?
Oh, you got me there, Hunter. I like the way I dress. I feel badass.
You should.
Plus, I think I'm stuck. Goth never dies.
You are the best girl. You know that, right?
Hey, Hunter. I'll cut through that encryption in no time. And Hydra rears its ugly head. One of them, anyway. These are the current priorities.
I'll do you a favor, just this once.
Stay out of trouble. Was running a search for our new pal Blaze's location, and all of a sudden, this happened.
Equone credite tucri.
Latin?
Do not trust the horse Trojans. Carol, just what type of search were you running? There. It's a message. Well, more like a bad dad joke from beyond the grave.
Howard?
His research files. Whenever there's any unauthorized access, the Trojan Horse program activates, and bingo. There's our little thief right there.
The Southwest. That cannot be a coincidence.
Tony, did Howard do this to all his files?
Oh no, only the good stuff. The really juicy stuff.
How juicy?
Well, I'll give you two guesses, but you'll only need one. A big green one.
I'll admit, I'm super curious to find out what Bruce has been digging up in the old files.
And how Lilith plans to use it against us.
Find out what Banner is searching for in the stock files, then get back here.
We got this, Sarah.
Wait! We don't know what he's planning.
Hesitated with Bruce before and it cost us. Don't worry. This time I've accounted for...
And if these results are correct, it changes everything.
You knowingly triggered that Trojan horse, didn't you?
I did.
Another trap, Bruce? Huh. I'm disappointed.
No trap, Tony. An invitation.
To what? Join Queen Demon and the Creepy Crew? If anyone could fight her off...
I'd have thought it'd be you.
And why would I ever want to do that? She values me, not the monster you all seem so fixated with. Together, we will shatter the limitations of what you refer to as magic and science. But don't take my word on it.
My gamma accelerator is only the first step. We stand on the precipice of true
Yeah, heard that one before. Usually when Pops was ready to kick off a new arms race.
Save your phony disgust for the cameras. We both know you're interested. I want you to finish Howard's work.
Uh-huh.
With me.
Of course.
Together we will fulfill your father's destiny.
Yep.
And bask in the glory of the Dark Mother.
And there it is. Well, Bruce, I can see how well this whole Lilith thing is working out for you, but the problem is, I already have a team. And while I appreciate the generous offer, we're gonna take back my father's data, and then kick your evil ass.
Misunderstand me, Tony. I wasn't asking.
Dr. Banner was kind enough to alert Hydra's forces to your presence. If you ever wanted to show off your elite hacking skills, now would be the time, Mr. Stark.
Me? Show off? What would ever give you that idea? And didn't I tell you to call me Tony?
Just hack the computer before they smash it, please, Tony.
See, that wasn't so hard.
This usually works.
I'm impressed.
Target's moving.
We will never forsake her.
Thank you for that.
Feel
You're mine. Reinforcements inbound.
The rift opens.
are a terrible salesman, Bruce. At least butter me up before you attack my deservedly huge ego.
Serve until the end!
Not even a dent.
For victory!
Bless yourself.
From the rift, her blessing emerges.
That facility is teeming with Hydra reinforcements. Anything you can do to expedite the process.
Look, you can't just smash the keyboard and wait for a bunch of algebraic equations to fly off the screen. This isn't the 90s. You guys should talk to your union rep. I don't think you're supposed to be fighting on our level yet.
Hail that!
Credit where credit is due, Stark knows his technology.
Got it.
Why can it never be easy with you?
Just lucky, I guess.
Tony, wait! We have what we came for. There's no reason to follow him.
I tried to reason with you, Tony, but you were never going to listen. Just like Mother said.
Oh, crap.
It's too beautiful, too painful for words. So I'll show you. Yes, of course.
Okay, then you were right.
Oh, and Tony, this was the trap.
Holy mother of... Is it me, or are these things just getting bigger and bigger?
I would be more concerned about the maze.
Oh, I was getting to that. But I just can't pull my eyes away from that massive brain case of hers.
I'm glad you're in good spirits, but the Dread Maiden is no laughing matter.
Watch
That will not distract me!
Welcome assistance.
Fair enough.
She's going to try summoning reinforcements unless you can disable her first.
Sure, maybe we'll just take a few swipes at her kneecaps.
You had your chance to escape.
I fear no end!
Here we go.
That wasn't bad.
Getting it done any way we know how. They don't all have to be pretty. This should be good.
My fate is no different from yours.
Saving this for a special occasion.
When do the rest of us get power armor?
Silence!
No time for a full damage report.
Embrace your end!
Ready for the counter? Looks like we're not done yet. You don't see me running.
Lilith has made this Dread Maiden in her own twisted image.
Interesting interpretation. I would have guessed it was something out of Giger's sketchbooks.
Your time has come.
I will not be defeated!
It is all coming back to me.
I'll give it a shot.
I know that wasn't your signature move. Hey, it worked, didn't it?
As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me.
I know what my future holds.
I have not lost interest.
In case I forget, remind me to thank Banner for unleashing this thing on us. He really doesn't handle rejection well.
You were too weak for this fight.
How about this one?
My fate is no different from yours.
Doesn't this happen to you like every day? You asked
I will not be defeated!
me off. Who's the boss now?
Whatever works. I'm shaking in my boots.
The longer this takes, the more danger you're in. Don't let her overwhelm you.
That's a really helpful insight. Maybe you should come down here and knock her out for us. Sure, why not?
That will not distract me!
That'll work. I bet you guys couldn't even beat the security guards in my parking garage.
Let's try this. Ever been punched in the face by a god? Today might be your lucky day.
I will not be defeated!
Sure, just keep throwing bodies at the problem. Bring it on.
What are you waiting for?
I mean, did you really expect to win?
I don't do this for just anyone.
No, feels like cheating to me.
Let's do it. And still reigning world heavyweight champion, Iron Man. This shouldn't take long.
Leave some for the rest of us.
This should be good. You were real scary a minute ago.
I wasn't sure how you'd fare against her, but the Dread Maiden was no match for you.
What'd you call that thing again?
Dread Maiden.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I think I lost myself there for a second. I should have listened to you. I'm sorry about that.
He that starts out on a quest for vengeance.
This work, this discovery, will have ramifications for generations to come. Think my own son, Tony.
Better not miss.
Every time it seems like I finally put my family issues behind me, someone has to go and pick at the scar.
Is this about what Banner found in your father's files?
Bingo. Let's just say your mom and my dad would have made a real cute couple. In hell.
At least you managed to grab whatever Banner was after.
Tiny victory, I guess. But I don't think Banner or his puppet master are going to give up that easily. Especially knowing what kind of stuff my father had in those files.
Perhaps I should know more about him. Your father, that is.
Some kids' dads had hobbies like collecting coins or stamps. Mine collected Defense Department contracts. And on the rare occasions when he wasn't off trying to build a better bomb, he was yelling at me.
Over what?
Over everything!
So Banner wants one of your father's bombs?
No, it's worse than that. Howard had an avid interest in gamma radiation. That's the thing that puts the Hulk in Hulk. He always talked of constructing a gamma accelerator, an unbelievably powerful piece of machinery. If that's what Banner's after, we could be in a world of hurt.
Whatever it is, we will never let Banner get it.
Well, I hope you're right. I wish I could have your can-do attitude right now.
If it helps, we could go through the files together and strategize.
I appreciate the offer, Hunter, but right now I just need to get out of this suit and put my thoughts together.
It's your move, Tony.
Move for me.
I can't move for you. That defeats the purpose of the game. Why don't you just tell me what's bothering you?
Extraterrestrials always make an Armageddon extra fun. This place makes my skin crawl.
We could do something else.
I meant the Abbey. The air always feels wrong here. Makes my hair stand on end.
It is part of the Abbey's charm.
Wouldn't call that charming.
I meant the actual charm built into the Abbey. It encourages you to leave.
How long until that stops? For a person?
You get used to it after a few years.
Well, I don't plan on being around that long. We're doing this again, no question.
Lilith's control over the Dark Book grows.
Is this what you wanted to show me? A mushroom?
Fascinating, isn't it? Some of the rarest species of flora I've ever seen. Carol says there are mushrooms growing in these woods that were thought extinct decades ago. And that tree over there? I'm pretty sure it just winked at me.
I did not realize you were so interested in nature, Tony.
Oh, I'm not. I have terrible allergies. I'm just petrified to be inside.
Tony.
I know. I'm sure it will be all fine in the end. I mean, look at us. First time I laid eyes on you, I assumed you were gonna swallow my soul. And now here we are, two friends, enjoying a moment.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
You're right, of course. I'm just surprised you didn't work in a basilisk or giant spider or some other terrible monstrosity you've beheaded over the years.
Yes, I suppose your situation is not unlike unraveling the web of Rorg, the Spider King. One strand at a time.
And there it is. Well, I suppose it's time to get back to the old Abbey before Caretaker sicks the hounds of hell on us. Well, hound.
Are you sure? I could stay outside longer if...
No, I'm good. Better, in fact. Owe you one. Besides, that tree I mentioned that winked at me before, I think it just took a few steps closer. Oh, you are gonna love this. Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Found another artifact, Hunter? An excellent find. This really isn't the ideal environment for these parchments. One misplaced... Intriguing possibility.
I'm here if you need me. It's a simple question.
I mean... maybe?
Maybe how? Maybe you did see a stolen piece of one-of-a-kind gamma tech at the mysterious creepy lad?
It is possible. We were busy.
Yeah, trying to save our friend. The one you all abandoned.
No, the one we are all trying to save, along with the rest of the planet.
Banner's accelerator.
Now this from the person who saw their first light bulb a few weeks ago.
And we're done here.
What if I were to tell you that theoretically, we could use the accelerator to destroy the Parchment of Power?
I would say, theoretically, that without the Parchment of Power...
the prophecy could not come to pass.
But that is impossible.
Agreed.
This from the wizard with the talking cape, the resurrected demon hunter, the blood witch, and the queen of limbo? I'm the most boring person here.
There might be a way to return to that facility.
You never told me that.
My sword retains a memory of every portal I open, but... it is better if I show you. Each time I try to reach it, something pushes back. Like I've hit a wall.
Wall? More like pure...
evil.
A demonic energy barrier. Unlike any I felt before.
Bruce. No matter what we do, he's always one step ahead of us. And to think, he used to be the boring one.
There has to be a way through. And we have to find it.
Try explaining that to Auntie Caretaker. She just read me the riot act about putting you in danger.
You worry about the barrier. I will handle Sarah.
If you can beat Carol in a straight fight,
I know magic.
time's wasting, Hunter.
Haha, nothing's gonna stop me now.
I think we've got something for everyone.